When we look at things when it comes to female characters, especially in anime, it would not surprise a lot of people to say that, the waifu characters in those damn shows, or, the female characters in those damn anime and manga are way more slappier. They are way more better than a lot of the characters that you see in the West, honestly. That being said, obviously anime does have its issues itself. Honestly, I was thinking about doing like a rate the waifu of Dragon Ball characters when it comes to the female side, obviously. And or if I haven't done that already, because I dead ass don't remember. But when it comes to some things, I was thinking about like, damn, what could I say about the waifus of Dragon Ball? And then it hit me. A lot of the waifus in Dragon Ball honestly kinda suck. Mainly because they have one personality and one personality as a whole, and that's them being feisty. Sure, you have exceptions like Videl a little bit, honestly, and then you have 21. You have a little bit of that when it comes to some other characters as well, right? You have characters that isn't necessarily 100% feisty all the time, but holy shit, there's way more characters that is feisty than there isn't, and they basically feel the same, right? And that's like a big thing, you know? And they don't necessarily really be good characters. They're just characters that, oh, we remember because the show is popular. And that's honestly really unfortunate. And then it got me thinking about, how do you write a good female character? How do you go about it? What are the things that you should do when you want to bring up a character in your stories and things like that, right? And as for someone that has written a story for almost 2 years at this point, it feels like what needs to be landed there first, who is this character and what are they, essentially, when it comes down to things. Because a lot of the time, that's when people just feel like, this is the big money making part of it. This is the huge deal when it comes to this character. What are they? What race are they? What gender are they? Well, what blood type should they be? Oh, the possibilities of this is the biggest part of this character, because it's the part of what I, the writer, wants to decide, honestly. This is the part of the story that matters the most. And that's why you get a lot of the nonsense that's in the West, honestly, with Marvel doing a lot of crazy, dumb stuff as well, and every character being bland as shit and just not necessarily being great as they should be, and that's essentially what you get. Then you have people basically going as far as to, making a character to be more of a representation of a group of people than the character themselves, right? Characters don't have rights. Let's just get that straight. But you should at least think about what the character want from their perspective of the story, right? So at the end of the day, you make your character, it's about gay people, it's about caring for women being strong, it's about them never failing, and then you wonder why your character doesn't get a lot of love and attention from people. You're like, wait, why is this failing? Why is this failing? I put so much time and effort into the design of this character, into what they are. Why is it failing? Simple. You didn't even console the character of what you created for what they wanted out of the story. You have to kick yourself out of your own body and then put your own character in that shit just to see what they really want. Point is, drop kick yourself, let the character be in charge of what they want to actually see and do within their own story, honestly. A lot of time people be like, oh, well, they have to follow the social norms of reality and what we currently have. No, they don't. No, they don't. Why you think Hell of a Boss don't make sense half the damn time? You're imps and devils from hell, but oh, we have to be, having some actual human emotions, or we have to be like, sensitive to certain things. We can't say certain words. What? That makes no sense. You're the most disgraceful asshole beings of any universe, and essentially you out here having moral compasses? You care? You follow the same logic as humans? Like, what's so different from an imp and from a human being? Why is the show in hell when it literally could be in just regular Earth? I don't get that shit. If you're gonna follow these characters and they're gonna be in the same position as humans are, what is the point of the environment change? Just make an Earth where you just get away with shit. That's all you have to do, right? But they didn't go that route. And then people are often like, wait, what the hell is this going on with these characters? Because it doesn't make sense. Characters can be controversial. They can break lots of nonsense. They can do whatever the hell they should be able to. right? Not every character has to be following the same social norm that we have, honestly. If a character wanted to basically just, have this crazy ass controversial thing about themselves, like, for example, when Rebecca was being put into Cyberpunk Edge Runners, and people were like, oh, well, there's no lollies in Cyberpunk. Yeah, the anime studio said, F that, we're gonna put her in, and then, just basically let her do whatever the hell she really wanted to. And they didn't chuck her in because she's a woman. They didn't chuck her in because, of her gender and anything like that, of her representation and things of the sort. They didn't necessarily do anything of that, honestly. You want to know why Rebecca is memorable in that damn show? You want to know why even someone like myself, who has not watched Cyberpunk Edge Runners, like Rebecca and even understands her a little bit, or want to learn more about that character? It's very simple. She just F shit up. She doesn't give a damn. She just does what she wants to do. And that's way better than any of the characters that any of the West has written over the past 10 years. I'll keep it a stack. A character that really isn't not necessarily the best written character in all of fiction or anything like that, but does what she wants to do and have fun doing that shit and is in the mind of the story instead of trying to represent everybody else. A character like that is golden. And that's fine, because they're doing the things they want to do in the story, and it's not necessarily trying to be holding up some type of standards to everybody else, right? That's the thing. You want to know what the male equivalent it is for a character like this that is equally good, equally an icon, and is hell of a memorable? It would be Sora, honestly. Sora is definitely like a character that people can relate to at times, is a character that's true to himself, and not necessarily just he's not even a representation of people. He's literally just himself, just trying to cheer people up in these damn Disney worlds, no matter what world it is. Even when he's challenged, he will fight back out of it because he believes in himself as well as, the people that is around him. He's a character true to his story. That's fine of what Sora is. It's why people give so much of a damn about this character. And if something goes wrong, I guarantee you, plenty of people will tell you about it. Plenty of people will tell you about it, no matter how you feel about the subject, no matter how much you might think it is one way when it should be another way. If something goes wrong with that, brown hair boy, someone's gonna tell you about it, and they will very much so voice their displeasure about this character. So before you go out of your way to make a female character, make sure they're not necessarily some type of representation of what they themselves, not necessarily really are, and what you just put in. Let the character speak for themselves. What is it something that he wants that may be different from you, or what she wants that is different from you? So yeah, that's essentially what I had to say about this one. And there's plenty of things we could still go about this topic, honestly, but I'll end it here, and most likely we'll do some other things about this topic that could be explored a bit differently in future videos. But yeah, that's essentially what I have to say for this one, so hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification on your way out. Also follow me on the socials, and if you'd like to donate to the channel, Patreon is available as well. And until then, it's your boy Jay, signing off. Have a blessed day.